everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Browns coming in at 8-0, going up against the Dolphins, who come in at 7-1. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we polish off Week 10 with a good Monday night matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And they'll go with the ground.
Explosiveness and ability to play the ball in the air downfield. Don't get hung up on the fact he only ran 4 routes at Baylor. Just coach him up and turn him loose.
Come on, let's go. Now a linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass.
He'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He'll return it from the 6. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. They're going to run. Ohio! Come on, let's go! They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll take this one only up to about the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And now the starting defense for the Browns.
If your day involves blocking Danny Shelton, you better pack lunch and dinner. It's an all-day job.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here we go. Flex round. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
That's taken on the 25. And to give this time to the tailback. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Let's go. Flex round. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. Yeah, maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. They're going to look to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
The Browns send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 16. 12 yards on the return that time, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
And this is caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Their big-bodied receiver, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Going down the middle, and it's complete. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And they'll run it here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
When the defensive line controls the offensive front the way we just saw there, it doesn't allow any of the offensive linemen to leak downfield and get to the linebackers and block them on the second level. You end up with the type of play we just saw. Linebackers didn't have to fight anyone off, didn't have to knock anyone to the side, didn't have to elude anyone trying to block them. They just saw the play, ran to the ball, and finished things off.
Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. Now back to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
That throw good for 4. It's second down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
6 yards to go here on second down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw again. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just went awry there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. So a defensive brain lapse there and an encroachment penalty.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the offensive player, and they can influence you occasionally and look like they're getting ready to move, and the officials don't detect it.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. It goes for a gain of 10, and it's a first down. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
Well, maybe a little of both. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Now, that's the type of play that'll fire up the defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
On play action, they'll throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Short throw pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And this one through the uprights and good. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
Let's go. 1, 9,
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. And he comes back with one complete. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down.
here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. They get 25 yards out of that one. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit.
And a loose football. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They go play action here on first down. Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd.
Ohio, here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. On now the Miami field goal unit. A 33-yarder from the left hash.
And that's why defenders are often frustrated offensive guys. Actually made the catch, looked good doing it, but couldn't get his feet down in order to finish off the takeaway.
So they had great field position, but a three-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a three-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And his throw here is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Come on, let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
Back to throw again. And that's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. And it's third down.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a big third down conversion with a gain of 28.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Come on, let's round. Flex round.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Shift together here from the D-line.
Here we go. Flex round. Flex round.
And the wideout in motion. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now the Browns offense trots back onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd down following the run.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll look to throw here. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Let's go.
Back to throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. The first down screen pass, good for 5. 5 yards left for the offense. It's second down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down. Being chased out left.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Back to throw here. Oh, he's got a man wide open and complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Their big tight end, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns get a score closer. And his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And the Dolphins offense now ready to go back out on the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Here we go.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Come on, let's go. 190.
And time for us to take a break here in the booth. More from Cleveland after this. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
Here we go. Brand 38. Flex round. Ohio.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. In motion comes the tight end left. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. These guys told us, these guys being the coaches, they wanted to really stretch the field, get the ball down deep. They were able to do that here.
And you know when you stretch the field, you often leave guys in one-on-one situations, and that allows your better athletes to go up and get the football. I love the preparation that they put into this. They made it a priority, and they got what they expected.
And he motions the wide receiver. They'll look to throw now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. White 90. White 90. Ohio.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Concerned, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll set up a throw. Survey, and he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
Here we go. White 90. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They go back to the air here after the INT. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. They'll get 17 yards there. And that's good for a Miami first down. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They come out here in the eye. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. And this one is right through. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. A nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Any team that runs the toss and runs it successfully, that means they win the battle on the edges. That means you seal the edge in order to let your back get to the corner. They got it done there for a very nice game.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's got time in the pocket. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for his second sack of the night. And quickly, they get to the line. And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep. That's caught at the 25. It's a big play for the Dolphins here on 3rd down. 45 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
Flex round! Flex round!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Fighting through. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And with the new rule, that decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he only gets to the 20. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the 3rd quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot.
Now the ball comes loose. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about since training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. Second down now after the incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! What? Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down.
Here we go! Red 38!
And the back goes into motion. Out of the gun now on third down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. The Dolphins' offense now heads back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. And they're going to speed things up here.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. A big play there. His second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Dolphins just continue to pour it on. Extra point forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And the Browns getting set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
8 yards to go here on second down. One receiver left, 2 to the right.
Let's go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out in the pistol.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use his speed to get there in the run game.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
On play action, they'll throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Darren Waller, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
No gain, and it's second down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Back to throw now on second. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And now here's another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle.
He will lose yardage and be backed up to the 20.
Get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Ohio, here we go. What? None. Here we go. What? None. What? None. Ohio, Ohio.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the fourth.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio, Ohio. Here we go.
They'll come out in the pistol. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Just a gain of down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Let's go.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. And the Dolphins getting set to go here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Here we go. What?
That one looks like he'll throw here.
Gain.
Looking to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra.
He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now the Browns coming out on the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And they went big on first down proves unfruitful.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. They'll set up a throw. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. This is taken around the 12.